Wednesday, Tucson, Arizona's #1 online radio podcast about all things medical cannabis. Your host, Co-Star,
and the Cannabis Kid. Our show features news, interviews, and all the latest information about anything and everything medical cannabis related in Tucson, Arizona, and the world at large.
We'd love to hear from you. Please give us a call live at 646-915-8421. You can like us on Facebook, follow us on all social media, or email thctucson@gmail.com.
We'd like to thank Tumbleweed Health Center and Studio C, along with our many sponsors, for hosting our show every week. With the lowest price certifications in town, you'll find hemp products, accessories, and all things related to medical cannabis education.
Visit Tumbleweed Health Center at 4826 East Broadway Boulevard or online at tumbleweedhealthcenter.com. And remember,
Be smart
be safe
and educate.
Welcome to Weedsday Wednesday, my marijuana cannabis radio show podcast. Your host, some of our sisters who are nowhere. You guys are slow when you smoke weed. Welcome to Weedsday Wednesday, everybody. Woo! And just saw how to play it online. I'm so excited about it. Tiny bit of a musician. No, I'm not a little bit of a tiny bit of a musician. Okay, I'm going to figure that out. But I did just order. I'm so excited for this. Are you ready for it? I make really good Wicked Witch of the West. So I just got me a costume. I've been wanting to do this again for probably 10 years and I haven't done it. And I'm sorry, little kids in the neighborhood. Xander and Irene are going to get scared. Don't you just love that? They were there was not a competition. A Mike Myers theme song, 1978 versus 2021. You want to hear the 2021 version? All right, let's see. Because you just heard that. Let's see if I can find it. I think it's right here. Here we go. We'll start with this. Okay, this is the 2021 version of the Mike Myers theme song. Okay, go. Starts out. Oh. Voices in the mix. Scout does. I don't know if I'm a creepy voice fan. What do you guys think? Creepy voices? I mean, it's good. I'm not going to say it's not good because it's got the piano effect. I know Scout that's scary. What do you think? Anyone? Anyone got an opinion out there? All right. Well, I don't know. Creepy voices or not, I think it's great because I love the Mike Myers theme song. But now I got to find some Wicked Witch of the West sound bites, and I'm sure I'll be able to do that. Come on. I bet I could get one of the neighbors to do it. All right. Well, welcome to Weedsday Wednesday. I can't believe it. Woo! October 29th. We're excited. This is Halloween. Can you tell it's my favorite? It's my favorite time of the year. Well, I mean, Halloween is. I'm not really for the holidays. Now I just like going to like Target or Walmart and watching all the holiday cheers. People scream at each other and yell and fight over what they're getting who, and if they should get a gift for somebody or if they shouldn't get a gift for somebody. I think I'm going to do some secret filming this year and post it because tis the season, right? Tis the season. All right. Well, thanks for tuning into Weedsday Wednesday, brought to you by Tumbleweeds Health Center in the Good Leaf, 6224 East Speedway Boulevard. We're all down in there together, man. We're having slumber parties. Come on down, check it out, enjoy the show. It's a show. Robert, we miss you. Your girls were just talking about you the other day. Robert Platshorn, we really miss him. What a beautiful man. And we hope you are hanging with all the hempers up there and smoking some doobies. Nope, Sassoon City. Grew up over there. Grew up in Napa when it wasn't fancy. I always say before it was fancy. People always laugh about that one because I can't afford to live there anymore. All right. So Weedsday Wednesday brought to you by Tumbleweeds Health Center and the Good Leaf. Check out tumbleweedshealthcenter.com or thegoodleafshop.com. And you could get some good stuff online. We've got a beautiful store, and I'm about to do a little commercial for that. And then I'm going to shut off my doll out front because the wind is blowing something fierce, and it's just triggering her left and right. So she's all freaking out. So, all right. Maybe you can hear her. I don't think so, but I can. And the neighbors can. And they're like, seriously, come on. It's only 8:00 in the morning. All right. So if you want to get certified, these are the conditions that you can get certified for. PTSD, you have to have your medical records within the last 12 months for that. Not our doing. Just we have to promote that, support that, honor that, do it. Otherwise, you won't get your card. Cancer, glaucoma, AIDS, chronic pain covers a whole host of things from cramps, migraines, fibromyalgia, scoliosis, arthritis, all the arthritis pains, DDD, all the disc disorders, degenerative disc disorder, all sorts of stuff, leg cramps, muscle cramps, you name it. Severe nausea, seizures, all of the seizures, including epilepsy, HIV, Hep C, ALS, Crohn's, agitation of Alzheimer's, cachexia or wasting syndrome, severe and persistent muscle spasms, including multiple sclerosis. You can also get your medical cannabis card, even if you didn't hear your condition there, because the state of Arizona will honor your condition if it's causing another condition that's actually on the list. So if you're taking a medication that's making you nauseous, or if it's causing migraines or headaches or pain, you can get your card for that. Even if, let's say, it's for Tourette's or autism or Asperger's or something, it doesn't really matter. Parkinson's, tremors, you can get your card.
If you suffer from one of these medical conditions and have been diagnosed by an Arizona licensed physician, medical cannabis may help relieve your symptoms. Tumbleweeds Health Center is Arizona's premier cannabis certification, health, and education center. Our primary focus is to help the patients of Arizona obtain their medical marijuana card and educate everyone about medical cannabis. With current medical records, approval is a simple process. Contact Tumbleweeds Health Center to see if you qualify for your Arizona medical marijuana card.
Are chronic conditions holding you back from a happy, healthy life? Get on the right track with Tumbleweeds Health Center. Our CBD products are formulated to fit your health lifestyle.
I would definitely say that CBD has changed my life. I mean, I don't worry about my dog anymore, and I don't worry about sleeping anymore.
Tumbleweeds Health Center, voted #1 health center in Tucson, has created a proprietary number of CBD blends, each designed to promote health and well-being. Let Tumbleweeds Health Center show you how CBD products might help you improve your life the natural way.
Yeah, just give us a call, 520-838-4430. We're going to get a couple treats for the kitties, and then we're going to launch into some things to see what's going on in the world of weed. And I know there's a Halloween weed party. Whoop, whoop, yay! And I'll let you know about that. I think it's probably in Phoenix. I don't know if it's in Tucson. It would be fun for Tucsonans. All right, let's see what's going on in the world. But people are coming down on hemp. Boo. You know, all that kind of crap. Toke or treat. Yeah, downtown Phoenix. That's okay. Let's see what's going on. Why is everything always in Phoenix? I wonder. I don't see anything for Tucson here, so we'll check it out. Toke or treat is an elevated Halloween experience that's presented by True Leave, and it's coming to downtown Phoenix. Oh, damn it. I am so sorry. I'm not even going to read the rest of this because we missed it. Sorry, guys. I should have read that before. I figured this is Halloween. It'd be happening now, but nope. Done and over. Well, hope you guys had a good, scary Halloween. Tickets were $20, so it's kind of steep, but hopefully they had a bunch of stuff that they were giving away for free that kind of added up to your $20. I'm sure they had food and dancing and all that good stuff. So, all right. So any real news? Groans. New vampire-inspired Halloween edibles are now in Arizona. I'm not sure why they're vampire-inspired, just because it's an exclusive flavor. Let's see what it says. Groon. Sorry, pronounced Groon. That's funny because they have it in there. Pronounced Groon is embracing the spooky season with a limited edition Halloween collection that is to die for. The Bite Club collection from Groon introduces Nocturnal Nectar Pearls and Vampire's Kiss Mega Cannabis Edibles. Designed for those who want a bold and mischievous edible that is unmistakably Groon. Grown? No, Groon. The Nocturnal Nectar Pearls are a 1-to-1 ratio of CBN to THC. It's a sleepy indica. Tempt your twilight with our Nocturnal Nectar Pearls. Each sugar-coated sphere delivers the haunting tartness of blood orange in one deliciously dark bite. Infused with CBN and THC in a 1-to-1 ratio, because even vampires need their beauty sleep. The Forbidden with our Vampire's Kiss Mega. A luscious blend of strawberry and watermelon makes this dangerously delicious confection hard to resist. Powered by CBC and THC in a 1-to-1 ratio, it delivers supernatural focus and energy. Warning, may cause an irresistible urge to stay up past dawn. Groon's Nocturnal Nectar Pearls and Vampire's Kiss Mega are now available in Arizona, Illinois, New Jersey, New York, Missouri, Oregon. And Nocturnal Nectar Pearls are coming to Ohio. They probably are available. Check them out. The Halloween exclusive edibles from Groon are handcrafted for flavor, functional effects, and are inspired by iconic creatures. The Bite Club channels secret society intrigue with the thrill of being a bit mischievous and indulgent after dark. The Groon Bite Club extends beyond the limited edition edibles this year with exciting additional additions for fans to unlock and explore for a more intensive experience. Fans can unlock the Bite Club experience at biteclub.eatgrown, Groon.com, where they are giving away over $10,000 in cash and merchandise. So go to biteclub.eatgrown.com. Eat Groon. They should have a vampire on the package, but they don't. Okay, well, there you go. If you want to get some new groovy edibles, and the packaging is red and black. So, maybe that's their ode to Halloween. All right. So there's a Hyphen Cannabis vapes just launched in Arizona. Well, that's an interesting little vapor. Verano just announced the launch of Hyphen, an all-in-one pod system with a modular battery design that utilizes pod functionality to serve multiple oil and volume cartridges with the same base unit. Hyphen offers consumers the freedom and flexibility to use a variety of oils, sizes, and formats without the hassle of judging between different devices. Hyphen just hit Zen Leaf dispensary shelves across a number of the nation's largest cannabis markets, including Arizona, Illinois, Maryland, and New Jersey, with plans to introduce Connecticut, Florida, Nevada, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Virginia, and West Virginia soon. Hyphen units will include a sidebar battery in a pod, available in 1 gram, the Essence, and 2 gram, the Savvy. And individual pods will be available for purchase at a later date, featuring 20 top performing strains. The Essence pods will feature powerhouse strains including Pineapple Express and Gelato, with Savvy pods leaning on consumer-loved flavor profiles with the cannabis twist such as Grape Kush and Blue Raz Haze, demonstrating its cutting-edge versatility to preserve each extract's unique profile and produce optimal flavor and vapor. Hyphen's proprietary modular battery offers a preheat option and 3 temperature settings, providing consumers the ability to cycle through each setting by removing and reinserting the pod for the ideal consumption temperature. Excuse me. Each device includes an embedded NFC chip, which allows users to simply tap their smartphone to get plugged into exciting deals and promotions. Quote, as the vape category further evolves and expands, consumers are seeking differentiated products. Oh, somebody sorry, I thought she was carrying a dead animal, but she just brought in a little toy. Oh, well, Mama Kitty, we will get to playing at break time. That's funny. Consumers are seeking differentiated products that offer increased value, convenience, quality, and versatility, which Hyphen provides through revolutionary technology, the harness of a minimalist design for maximum utility, said David Spreckman, Verano Chief Marketing Officer, powered by Savvy and the Essence Vape Pod offerings, featuring popular strains. Hyphen lives at the intersection of simplicity and innovation. By seamlessly uniting form and function, we're excited to usher in an entirely new paradigm for the vape category with the launch of Hyphen across some of the nation's largest cannabis markets. More information about Verano and Hyphen is available at Verano, Verano.com. And you can place online orders for in-store pickups at zenleafdispensaries.com. And so let me describe what it looks like. It looks like the case to your Apple iPods, and then you plug in the cartridge on top of it. So, which is, I'm sure it's a decent handheld device. It looks funky. Maybe that's the point. I don't know. I'm not a vapor. Can't really judge them too much. But when I have tried them, I just little thin pen like vapes. I don't need anything, I wouldn't need anything fancy, but some people like fun. For example, we have at the Good Leaf, we have in the shape of, we've got vape batteries in the shape of guitars, electric guitars, complete with lights. They're awesome. And what other ones we have? All sorts of little things, snails, and come on down. Just come and check it out. 6224 East Speedway Boulevard. We are right next to Bookman's. And if y'all don't know what Bookman's is, you do if you're in Arizona. But Bookman's is a big, beautiful used bookstore with, they even have a instrument section, which Silver's sister and I just run to. We always try and find the fun, the really old 1800s instruments. Martin usually has something hanging on the wall that's from that time. And yes, it's pretty magical when you find those. I bought a mandolin, an 1800s mandolin from Bookman's at least 10 years ago. I'm going to say maybe even 12 years ago. And they had no idea what they had on hand, what they were holding. It's one of the big round back ones. It's absolutely beautiful. I think I seriously paid because they they messed up the case when they were taking off the price tag. So they gave me a discount on the case. So it dropped the price even more. Like they took an extra $25 because they took the stick. Somebody put a sticker on the actual case. Or maybe this was from a different one. No, they gave me a case. Someone put a sticker on the case. And when they took the sticker off, it took part of the case off. So I don't think the case was from the 1800s, but the mandolin was. And I got it for like $125. I scream and dill. And every time I have it out, people are like, can I have that? Can I buy it? I want to play it. I want to touch it. I want to look it. It's just a beautiful. Yeah, I know it. Me too. Me too. Beautiful. It's a gorgeous instrument and it sounds fantastic. And Silver Sister and I are getting our instruments back out, which is lovely. She's a fiddler. She is a fiddler. I have a witch outside that's still laughing. All right, let's see what else is going on in the world of weed. Okay. So there you have it. It's a new little vape device by Hyphen. Soul Flower Dispensary celebrated 9 years. And then we missed everything else. All right. Okay. Let's get on over to High Times Magazine. Why California's treasurer says the state's adult use cannabis law is a failure. Well, why do you say that? I'd kind of like to hear your opinion on that one because they've been around the longest. So let's see what's going on. Okay. At Ignatel's Market Spotlight, California, Treasurer Fiona Ma told a packed room that many licensees have been saying for years, then laid out where the fixes need to happen. Why the treasurer matters here. A treasurer is basically the state's banker. All revenues flow through Ma's office, roughly $3 trillion a year by her tally. Oh my God. Could you imagine balancing that budget? She invests a portfolio in the 150 to 250 billion dollar range, balances daily to 6 decimals, and issues California's bond for infrastructure and the UC and CSU systems. When finance policy closes doors, she sees it first. When a legal industry cannot access programs or capital, she sees the gap. As she reminded the crowd, the governor is not her boss. Voters are. During COVID, California pushed out about $28 billion in state grants. Quote, not one penny could go to cannabis because it's still Schedule 1. That single constraint still shapes how the industry banks, borrows, and plans. What she told operators straight up. Enforcement is upside down. Ma described agencies targeting licensees they can find because they can find them, while obviously illicit activities lingers for months. She called for coordination and a focus on actors who refuse to play by the rules. She added that during COVID, many state workers were not on site and even now average about 2 days a week, which weekend enforcement. Tracking is clunky and duplicative. Operators maintain internal systems, then layer metric on top. The result is redundancy, cost, and confusion. Leakage is real. Tax capture is not. California still produces at scale. Newer markets are thriving without matching in-state production. The product is coming from somewhere, and too much of it bypasses legal channels and taxes. On how Prop 64 has played out, Ma was blunt. Quote, 10 years later, it's a failure, quote. Reliable state programs are thin. Asked about what cannabis can actually count on at the state level, her first answer was stark. Nothing. Not much, she noted. That only one state loan program is currently accessible to cannabis businesses. An audience member flagged OCal under CDFA as a bright spot, and Ma welcomed highlighting anything that works. Banking remains a choke point. Ma backed financial institutions that chose to serve cannabis and said many charge high due diligence fees. Support helps, but cost and coverage remains uneven. Budget context is real. California faces a structural deficit of about $20 billion a year. Ma's argument is fiscal as much as philosophical. Fix the legal market. Grow the taxable pie. Stop pretending the illicit delta is invisible. Okay? Fix it. Seriously, fix it. The federal piece. On the path forward, Ma did not mince words. Quote, it should be descheduled completely, quote. Her concern is practical. Push cannabis toward a pharmacy counter with ID checks and prescription-style rules, and access gets clunky while the illicit market keeps its edge. True descheduling would unlock normal banking, modernize compliance, and let regulators focus on safety and bad actors rather than paperwork hunts. A regulator who speaks like a human. Ma's relationship to the plant is not theoretical. She mentioned using gummies to help manage sleep through a tough stretch. It landed because it was simple, relatable, and said without posture. On stage, Ma was introduced with an enthusiastic nod toward a run for lieutenant governor. She urged the industry to talk to every candidate in the next governor's race and find out who actually understands the issues. The response from operators and investors was loud. What to do now if you are plant touching? Make your books bulletproof. Treat audits, KYC, and traceability as daily hygiene. If you run parallel tracking, make sure the data matches every time. Push for rational enforcement. Support efforts that prioritize illicit market reduction over low-hanging paperwork targets. Engage early. These races will shape enforcement priorities, banking access, and tax design. Know who gets it. About the event and what's next, these remarks were delivered at Ignitel Presents Market Spotlight California. The series moves to the Midwest next. All right. Well, that's always been the problem is descheduling. It's getting it off Schedule 1 so that we can actually test and give it validation, even though we know it's validated, and many, many, many millions of Americans use it. And when the time comes, and it will, when the time comes for the descheduling or the rescheduling, and for the federal government to say, all right, guys, we were just kidding. We were just trying to figure things out. You're right. It works. I need to look it up again, and I say this all the time, and then I forget. How many cannabinoids are patented by our government? I'll look that up on the break. In the meantime, you are listening to Weedsday Wednesday, live cannabis radio. We love you and we love this.
I'm gonna smoke some weed. Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm a hunting, looking for a pot shop. This is fucking awesome.
Walk into my house like, what up? I got some good pot. I'm just pumped up, got some herb from the pot shop. Ice in the fridge, it used to be frosty. My friends like, damn, that's a stone ass donkey. Rolling in hella high, looking like it's FIFA time. Dominating all my friends as I eat some chili fries. Draped in a snuggie with my girl sitting next to me. Probably should have had a big gulp full of iced tea. But shit, it was 99 cents. I'll be blazing and smoking, about to go and get some munchies next. Passing up on those Cracker Jacks, Reese's Pieces are where it's at. Gotta get me some soda pop. Cottonmouth has been creeping up, but can't remember where I put my keys. Yeah, that's what's up. I'ma take your grandpa's ride. No, for real, ask your grandpa, can I take a 65? To Bill cruising to my local Publix. Nothing better than rolling with two super fly chicks. They have frozen burritos. I bought frozen burritos. I bought some Ben and Jerry's, and then I bought some Cheetos. Hello, my main man Obama. A couple states have just reformed their laws on marijuana. What you gonna do? Send the feds there? Hell no. The DEAs will be like, they got volcanoes.
I'm gonna smoke some weed. Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm a hunting, looking for a pot shop. This is fucking awesome. I'm gonna smoke some weed. in my pocket. I'm a hunting, looking for a pot shop. This is fucking awesome.
What you know about the science of marijuana? What you know about people suffering from glaucoma? They need it. It helps them with their condition. If you don't believe me, then just ask some eye physicians. Thank your granddad for voting for that guy. Richard Nixon is the president who made the plant illegal. But science is now showing that it's medicine for people, and the private sector's fighting to keep all of that illegal. Alcohol and tobacco, pharmaceutical prisons. I'll take those 4 major lobby groups and fight those motherfuckers. They're making money day and night, all those motherfuckers. And bribing Congress out of sight, all those motherfuckers. They'd be like, oh, it's immoral and unhealthy. I'm like, how many people are you making wealth? Anti-marijuana lobbies are making all kinds of profits, and they don't want you to stop because of all the special interest. I call that getting swindled and pimp shit. I call that getting tricked by the government. That law's hella old, so it's time to update it, regulate it, and then get it under state control. Peak game, look into my political telescope. Think it's gonna stay like this forever? Not hella won't. Not hella won't.
Hey, Obama, stop being a hypocrite. You used to smoke weed, fool.
I'm gonna smoke some weed. Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm a hunting, looking for a pot shop. This is fucking awesome. Let's end the war on drugs. It's time to pull the plug. These special interest groups are nothing more than corporate thugs. Let's end the war on weed. The people have agreed. These special interest groups have kept these laws with bribery. I'm gonna smoke some weed. Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm a hunting, looking for a pot shop. This is fucking awesome.
All right, welcome back to Weedsday Wednesday, everybody. That break always goes so fast. I'm just sitting here looking up patents and stuff. All right, Belle Star here. Cannabis Kid, Silver Sister out there. What are you guys doing for Halloween? We heard there was a party in Phoenix, and I missed that. Sorry. We were having so much fun last week with Cannabis Kid, Silver Sister, that we just were playing videos and laughing and having a good time, which is just a magical thing to do. It's a good thing to do. Should always do that. Have a good time. All right, let's see what's going on in the world of weed. Maryland police want to watch you smoke weed, and you get free munchies and a ride home included. So let's see. I wonder if this happened already and how it went. Okay. You smoke weed in front of the cops, you get free munchies and a ride home. Not a dream. Nope. It's the new Ocean City Police Department program as part of the Maryland Office's Zero Deaths DUI conference held in partnership with Cannabis Green Lab. And it's happening. Well, it happened. Sorry, guys. My news is old. What's going on? I can't find good, fun, recent news. Well, it happened on the 26th from noon to 4. In Ocean City, Maryland, the police department put a call for volunteers to light up and drive for training purposes. Oh, that would have been so fun because I would have smoked the whole thing and then got in the car and nothing would have happened. And they would have been like, what happened? And I would have been like, nothing. Well, maybe. We'll see. Depends on what we were smoking. Oh, boy. Let's see. They received an overwhelming number of volunteers, according to the OCPD Post. All in the name of science, education, probably free lunch. They did have to bring their own stash, but still not a bad deal. Oh, okay. See, so, oh man, they should have provided, they should have got someone to provide some serious sativa or something that just would have maybe psychologically changed your ability to be behind the wheel. So they could have had some good science notes to take. Could you imagine how many people signed up for that? I mean, hundreds. Yeah, hundreds. They were looking for 12 to 14 adults over 21 years old to smoke cannabis for educational purposes while officers learn to recognize cannabis impairment. But the post went viral and within hours forcing them to close the call, according to Marijuana Moment. And because it sounded so good, the 12 to 14 spot turned into a flood of applications, hundreds of people reportedly signing up within 7 hours. The initiative is part of Maryland's Zero Day Green Lab. The Green Lab, says OCPD, helps both officers and participants better understand the effects and levels of impairment caused by cannabis, all in a safe, controlled setting. The program, or the problem with that, is everybody reacts differently. So, like I said, if we're bringing our own stuff and I'm used to mine, then it's not going to be a big deal for me. I'm going to be able to smoke and go to the grocery store or whatever. But some people wouldn't be able to smoke Silver Sister. She'd be sitting on the couch for hours. So yeah, it just depends on what you're doing. Let's see. We'll have about let's see, where was I? Participants have to bring their own weed, consume it before driving the exercises, and then get a free lunch. Courtesy of MHSO, clarified the department. To keep things above board, a shuttle service was arranged to take volunteers home once the session and the meal were over. Since no, you can't drive high, not even the states where smoking is legal. Quote, we'll have about 40 student officers participating, so it's a great way to help train the next generation of law enforcement safety and responsibility, the department said. I wonder if they had, if they asked people to, which would have been a really cool experiment, if they had asked people to bring edibles, vapes, smokables, lotions, all topicals, things like that, just to see if they were impaired by these products. Make them smoke, make them, wait a while, and then get on the road or in their little training course. God, that would have been fun. And then but again, I mean, there's so many variables that you can't, that's kind of a crazy test. Training comes after a crucial legal shift in Maryland following adult use legalization. Governor Wes Moore allowed a bill to become law prohibiting police from using the smell or simple possession of cannabis as grounds for a search. And earlier this year, Montgomery County also began relaxing cannabis policies for would-be officers to boost recruitment. Another sign that even inside the force, times are changing. Yeah, because why pull someone over for a joint when you've got people that are, doing a lot other, really bad things? That means law enforcement can no longer rely on the odor test, a sniff, and a hunch, basically to justify arrests or searches. The Green Lab training program, Green Lab, see you guys. It seeks to update that outdated logic with actual observation and data, bridging the gap between legalization and enforcement. I can't wait. I really hope they publish their findings, and I wonder how many people they did let into the test. It's rare to see the words police, weed, and free lunch in the same sentence, and rarer still for it to be entirely legal. But that's Maryland's new reality. A state trying to redefine with responsible cannabis use is and enforcement and what that looks like. And as Governor Moore himself once admitted, even his historic win couldn't top the people's will. Quote, there was one thing that beat me on the ballot, and that was marijuana legalization. We love it. We love it. I kind of popped. What happened to you guys? Where'd you go? We love it. So there you have it. All right. Well, let's see here. What else we got going on? All right. Thanks for tuning in. You're listening to Weedsday Wednesday. I wonder if they are going to publish those findings. That would be a really good thing. So check us out.
Are chronic conditions holding you back from a happy, healthy life? Get on the right track with Tumbleweeds Health Center. Our CBD products are formulated to fit your health lifestyle.
I would definitely say that CBD has changed my life. I mean, I don't worry about my dog anymore, and I don't worry anymore.
Tumbleweeds Health Center, voted #1 health center in Tucson, has created a proprietary number of CBD blends, each designed to promote health and well-being. Let Tumbleweeds Health Center show you how CBD products might help you improve your life the natural way. Our chronic
Give us a call, 520-838-4430. You can come on down to 6224 East Speedway Boulevard. We are right next to Bookman's. Beyond Bread is right there. Mostly Books is there. Every time I say Mostly Books, I want to say the line from, well, you tell me. Here's the line. He's only mostly dead. It would take a miracle. Princess Bride. It's when they were trying to wake up Wesley and they brought him to Billy Crystal. And him and his wife were witches in the forest. Oh, I love that movie. That's such a great movie. Maybe I'll put that on today. Who knows? All right. So yeah, come on down, 6224 East Speedway Boulevard. We have doctors on staff for you 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You can come down, or you don't even have to come down because the state officially allows for telemedicine. I'm not even kidding when I say this to you. When we first started doing telemedicine, I called the state because I wanted to make sure it was okay. And the lady literally on the phone said to me, just do it, but don't put on the medical record anywhere that you're doing it remote. She said, if they don't know that it's not, if it's not in office, if they don't know that it's remote, then you can't get in trouble for it. I was like, oh my gosh, the state's telling me to do something against the state's own rules. You want to know why? Because they like the money. It's all about money, folks. Sadly, sorry. For most people, not for everybody, but for most people. All right, let's see. Colombia's bold offer to Trump: legal weed exports for peace. Let's find out what that's about. There's a little airplane pin and some very infused rolled joints. This is crazy. I wonder what they put on the outside of the joint to make all of this stick. I mean, I would hope it would be a cannabis oil spray so that everything you're smoking is cannabis, because, yeah, that would just, we're going to go on a tour of these places. Colombian President Gustavo Petro opened a controversial new front line by proposing to U.S. President Donald Trump more than just a trade adjustment. He asked that, quote, the export of cannabis be legalized like any other good, given its exclusion from the UN list of dangerous substances, quote. And he did that through a post on X. The not limited to marijuana as an agricultural product, but rather Petro ties it to a broader plan to transform Colombia's rural economy, eliminating tariffs, opening long-term contracts for farmers in crop substitution areas, and attracting agro-industrial investments that will help farmers oh my God, my Halloween decoration just scared me. For advocates of cannabis reform, the situation paints an intriguing picture. The proposal to bring a marginalized crop out of the underground, carve out a legitimate place for international trade, and empower growers. But is it viable? What risks does it entail? The proposal comes in context of diplomatic rift with the U.S. Trump accused Petro of being a, quote, illegal drug dealer, quote, and announced in a threatening tone the suspicion of aid and tariffs for Colombia, a country he repeatedly misnames Colombia, whatever. In response, Petro not only proposes that legalization of cannabis, but also shifts blame for Colombia's conflict onto foreign consumption. Quote, Colombia puts up the money and the deaths, and the U.S. provides the consumption. Yeeks, quote. This shift flips the traditional narrative. No longer Colombia produces, the U.S. consumes, instead demanding the opening of legal markets to replace the illicit ones and make regulation part of the plan. He also called to scientifically study whether prohibition is truly necessary, or whether instead a model of responsible state-regulated consumption would be more effective than prohibition. Quote, for cannabis reform advocates, this proposal can be seen as a historic demand. Rural industrial workers as protagonists, legal exports as an option, and public health as the focus. But the path is fraught with diplomatic, commercial, and regulatory hurdles. Petro's proposal has two powerful facets. On the one hand, it opens the door to viewing cannabis not as a stigma, but as an economic, social, and political opportunity. On the other hand, it plunges headlong into a fierce battle, that of agricultural sovereignty, that of trade treaties, and the U.S. role in the international war on drugs. Ultimately, if successful, it could pave the way for a new Latin American model for agro-industrial regulation. The countryside as the driving force, trade with the U.S. as the platform, and cannabis as a legitimate product. If it fails, it could trigger harsher authoritarian drug war crackdowns, strain alliances, and deepen global stigma. Well, I think stigmas, that's on the way out, especially when our government does really just let it all go and say, all right, cannabis is good for you. And it's not good for, I'm going to say it's not good for everybody. I've heard some people say they're allergic to it. Some people say they just don't need it. They just don't want it. And you know what? That's fine. That just means more weed for the rest of us. No, seriously. I say that to people all the time. May or may not be for you. I'm not a pusher. Well, maybe. But it's an option. And it's a natural, healthy option that people are finding real success with. We have a lot of return patients at the Good Leaf and Tumbleweeds because it really, really helps. People are coming more and more to get their cannabis cards because it makes a difference on so many levels having your card here. And I wish the state of Arizona's health department, would cut that state fee. I mean, $150 is ridiculous. And that's great that people on food stamps get a 50% discount. But what about everybody else? $150 every 2 years is really ridiculous. I mean, even make it $25 or $50. That would be really great. And then you'd have a ton more patients. And then eventually just let it go. It's not like, unless you're just working it into the cost of medications, but you don't charge somebody literally a $150 fee every 2 years to be in the Vicodin club, the Dilaudid club, the morphine club. It's like, on top of paying for all this, now you got to pay to be in this club. No, that's ridiculous. But it's all just because they're trying to figure out how to regulate it. Anyway. All right. We'll get to reading a little more news, but let's give a shout out once again to Belle Center, 6224 East Speedway Boulevard. Just come down and get certified, folks.